So, you want to start a YouTube channel, huh? You want to start to create content for the whole world to see and have aspirations of making it up there with YouTube's biggest, like... Oh, niece. Look, I hate to break it to you, buddy. YouTube for a starting creator is gonna be frustrating. Because quite frankly, there are people that already pioneer the types of videos that you yourself want to try and make. And if I'm gonna be brutally honest here, there aren't really that many people who are gonna drop established creators in the search for somebody just starting out. But there is, however, a minority of people who don't follow this norm and will actively try to seek out smaller creators to see what they have to offer. And this is a good thing. But sadly, it's 10 o'clock, so that means I need to be cynical again. You yourself as a starting creator will probably not be able to create the content that you have envisioned in your mind, seeing that you have zero experience in doing this. And it's gonna be very likely that the content you're gonna make at first is, to put it bluntly, gonna suck. No! Does that seem harsh? Well, there's no need to feel ashamed for it. Everybody starts out like that. I sucked when I started on YouTube. Impossible. And this might seem hard to believe at first, but the people that you look up to on this platform, they sucked just as badly. Unless you have a presentation in writing, video editing, you're gonna be awkward and most likely not gonna be confident enough in what you're doing. But don't worry, there are a bunch of people that care enough to stop whatever it is they're doing to help another person get started on YouTube. And I decided, why not jump in and try and help myself, as little as I actually want to. But with all that being said, let's just get into this. Step 1. What kind of content are you gonna make? Now, we all know that the biggest content on YouTube is gaming and VTubers.
No, it isn't.
But don't just try following a trend because it's very popular. Take a look at the things that you yourself have interest in and make videos around that. You like gaming? Make a gaming channel. You like music? Make a music channel. I myself majorly focus on gaming and music because those are the two things that I'm the most passionate about. I don't even try to make a cooking channel for fear of, well, that. The only thing that I can recommend to you if you want to hop on the trends that you yourself have no interest in, then I'd recommend that you use the fact that you don't like what you're doing as the main driving force of your content. The best example that I can come up with is Clueless Gamer, a guy with zero experience in video games, yet he uses that as the main point of his content, and that's why it has such a huge following. Or maybe just the fact that it's Conan O'Brien, I'm not really so sure myself. So if you want to go that route, then cite him for inspiration. Step 2. Consistency. This is honestly one of the hardest things when it comes to making videos, because this sadly makes you have to stick to a schedule, as boring as that sounds, because quite frankly, people can be dicks that are more impatient than a 2-year-old child, and they'll drop your channel if you aren't pumping the content out that they want to see on a consistent basis, and they'll just look for another channel that uploads the content that they want to see much more consistently. So, might as well say goodbye to your social life that you may or may not have, and sit in front of your PC each and every single day just pumping out videos consistently to people who don't respect the amount of time and effort you may or may not put into them. That's honestly depressing. Step 3. Have a personality. Now, it could be statistically correct that you've started a YouTube channel because you do lack any and all basic social skills with real people, but fear not, you can put all that awkwardness aside once you're online. Now, putting your low self-esteem aside, it's really important to have a personality that people can either relate to or find entertaining. Be honest with me, how many people have you watched online that just sits in front of their PC not saying a word, doesn't edit shit, and overall just seems very unhappy with what they're doing? Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is the kind of shit that you should not be doing. Audiences like to be engaged by people who they aren't physically speaking to and can build a relationship off of the person that they're watching. And this kind of relationship is what is referred to as a parasocial relationship. And seeing that I had to go research this shit, I'm just gonna use the Wikipedia extract to explain what this is.
Parasocial relationships are psychological attachment in which the media persona offers a continuing relationship with the media user. They grow to depend on them, plan to interact with them, count on them as much as a close friend, and they acquire a history with them, and they believe that they know this persona better than others.
Why the hell did I read it like that? To explain what this is in a much more simpler way, it basically means that the content creator has such a strong relationship with the viewer that they basically are like best friends without either one of them actually meeting one another. And I feel this is the kind of relationship that you should strive for with your viewers to maintain the best relationship as possible. Or you could be a cunt. Step 4. Gear. Contrary to what you may think, you don't need to have the best gear in the world to make good content. I mean, just take a look at these guys. These are blatant proof that good gear doesn't always equal up to good content.
Welcome one, welcome all. This poem will be...
Yo, what's good, guys? Guys here. Go f*** yourself.
Before this video starts, I just want to say that
Twitter. It's an absolute cess. I'm gonna cancel the channel with the freakishly long name.
Now this guy. This is content. With all seriousness though, I don't really think that you need to buy the most expensive gear just to make videos. You gotta remember something. It's not the gear, it's the person that uses it. You can have the worst gear on the planet and still make A-grade quality content, while some guy has the best gear on the planet, spent millions on his setup, and yet his content comes out like dog shit. Only buy expensive gear if you feel that you want to improve the quality of your videos. Don't just buy them because you think you're gonna make good content right off the bat. Now, if you want to run down on my setup and what it cost me personally, well, I have a condenser microphone that cost up to only $20, the boom arm that's attached to it cost me around $10. I'm so much better than all of you. An entire gaming package that came with a keyboard, mouse, mousepad, and a headset, which its headset I've been using for almost the entirety of 2020 and not really sounding that shit in the first place, and that entire package tallied up to around $20 as well, and a shitty webcam which cost me around $10, which I want to replace very quickly. So my entire setup just for recording videos and voiceovers right now only cost me around $60, and that's not even scratching the surface on how much proper YouTubers spend on their setups, and that's not even including my PC, which is a bit outdated by today's standards, but it still gets the job done, and my cheap ass setup hasn't stopped me from creating the content that I love. So yeah, buy cheap shit. Step 5. Have fun.
I kid.
Now in all seriousness, I might have been bashful about YouTube and the people that are probably not going to watch your videos at first, but if there's one solid piece of advice that I can give you, is that you should just have fun with whatever it is you're doing. If you go into this platform expecting success from the get-go, then the disappointment of failure will be much worse than if you were just doing this for fun. YouTube is here for you to express yourselves and to share your passions with the world, and if nobody watches it, then that shouldn't discourage you from doing what you love. You need to go into YouTube not expecting to one day make this your career. You can have those dreams of making it big on this platform one day, but don't let those dreams cloud your mind from the sad reality of what YouTube actually is. Though I do strongly believe that if you keep doing what it is you love, other people will realize that and they'll hop on board. And maybe, it might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, it might not even happen in the next 20 years, but if you just keep at it and keep doing what you love, then maybe one day you'll strike gold. And this may turn into your dream job. Just know that if you do make it big, it was all because of me and not your hard work. Okay, bye! Well, that was certainly different. So if you guys couldn't tell, why wouldn't you be able to tell? This is definitely a different kind of content that I want to do on the channel from this point going forward. I've always wanted to like break out and do a little bit more commentary kind of videos, and I thought to myself, this is probably going to be the best topic I can start off with. And if you guys have paid attention, and if you guys have looked through the video, it kind of sucked. Even as I've been editing through, I've seen like a bunch of problems with the videos. Like I've repeated shit a few times. I may come off very misinformed, and that's not completely 100% wrong. But I mean, like, it also like drives forward the point I made at the beginning. This is the first time I'm trying to make this kind of content, and I'm completely inexperienced with it, and it does suck. So I didn't want to fix anything, and I didn't want to really make something better or improve on something. First of all, because I'm lazy, but I mean, it just drives home the point that I have no experience in doing this, and my videos sucked as a result. Or maybe you guys did enjoy it, but, you know, that's up to you guys to decide. And just as well, to let you guys know that the normal gaming content isn't going to stop. This is just another thing that I want to start taking seriously on this channel, because I have a bunch of ideas in my head that I want to actually start doing. And I hope you guys will stick with me, and if you guys yourself have any interest in what kind of topics you guys want to see, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. And yeah, and I also do have to give a massive shout out to the 4 guys that I have made fun of in this video. In order, it's the Suited Bird, my boy Gaza, the Legend Sauce, and the Beak. Thank you, Beak, for blowing up my house. I've been meaning to move out for a while, but yeah. Any case, so if you guys want to like follow them, their channels are going to be linked at the end of the video, and they're going to be in the description below. I'm not going to put a subscription to myself because I don't deserve subscribers, because I suck. But any case, if you guys did indeed enjoy the video, reluctantly subscribe and like the video. I'm John from the channel with a freakishly long name, and I will see you guys in the next video. This chair is wank.